This is Honors Geometry, Unit 1, Lesson 1.2 continued. Let's try a few more examples. This time it says use the number line to find the indicated distance. So they want the distance between J and K. If you remember from the previous notes, in order to find the distance between 2 points, you take the absolute value of their difference. So J starts at -6. And minus, difference is minus, to K, and K is here at -3, so minus a -3. So we have, that would really be 6, minus minus is going to give us a plus. So when the absolute value of -3, or we know that it has a length of 3 units long. And you're saying, hey, I could have got that answer a lot faster just counting. Absolutely. If you'd rather count, that certainly works. If it's a long one, like 97 units, you don't want to count blocks, but a short one like 3 units might be quicker just for us to count. Remember, you don't count one where you start, not until you get to the first block. So you could say that's 1, 2, 3 units long. Let's try another one. This time we're looking for the length of segment JL. So J starts at -6 and L is at +1. So that gives us the absolute value of -7, or we say that has 7 units. Let's check the next section. It says that the points are collinear. We know that means they're on the same line. And let's go ahead and mark our diagram. We're going to mark the given information. They say that VZ is 52 units long. So we know this whole thing is 52. So I'm going to somehow indicate I know that whole thing is 52. Then they tell us XZ is 20. So from X to Z, I know that's 20 units long. Then they tell us that WX equals XY equals YZ. They're telling us those 3 little pieces all have the same length. The way we mark that in geometry is we put a little slash on that. So anybody that looks at your diagram knows that those 3 pieces have the same length. All right, now we put the given information. What I like to do is just write everything I can assume. So the first thing is, if from X to Z is 20 units long and those 2 pieces are both equal, we know that this piece is 10 and this piece is also 10. If those 2 pieces are 10, we know all 3 of these pieces are the same, so that means that this piece must also be 10. If we know that the whole segment is 52 and we have 30 here, that means if we take 52 minus 30, that means that that missing piece VW is 22 units long. Now I solved all the pieces. Now it's time to answer their question. They want the length of WX. From W to X, we said was 10 units long. They want from V to W. From V to W, we said is 22 units long. They want from W to Y, start at W, go to Y. We can see that's 2 10s put together, or 20. And let's just try one more. We'll stop then. VX, from V to X, right here, it looks like it's 22 plus another 10, so we would say that's 32 units long. Let's throw a little algebra in. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time they don't sketch it for us, and we're going to use a little algebra. So first thing I like to do is sketch an example. They tell us that S is between R and T on segment RT. So I'm going to sketch myself a little example of segment RT. And somewhere in between, I don't know if it's in the middle, but somewhere between those two is a point called S. Now we're going to write our given information down. So we have 2x plus 10. And we know from S to T is x minus 4. I'm thinking that RS should be the bigger piece. And then they tell us the whole thing, RT, is 21 units long. And so what they're asking us to do is find the length of RS and ST. So from the segment addition postulate, I know if I add my 2 pieces together, it gives me the whole thing. So I know that 2x plus 10 plus x minus 4 has to equal 21, Combine our like terms. 2x plus 1x gives us 3x. 10 minus 1 gives us 6 equals 21. 3x equals 15. It looks like our x is going to be 5. Now let's answer their question. The question is, how long are those two segments? So we're going to substitute our 5 back in. So we have 2 times 5 plus 10 gives us 10 plus 10. We know that that segment is 20. So we would say that RS equals 20. We know the whole thing is 21. So if we take 21 minus 20, we know this little piece here, ST, must be 1. But just to check, let's go ahead and substitute in. So we know x minus 4. We say that x is 5, so we have 5 minus 1, 4, and sure enough, our answer is 1. Go ahead and try the practice problems. Email me if you have any questions. Thank you.